Welcome back to Minglewood Hall in Memphis, Tennessee, as we go to the welterweights, and here comes Rick Turned Up Bing. Used to be known as Rick Bada Bing, and I actually prefer that nickname, but Rick wanted to change it. He's from Memphis, Tennessee, fighting out of Urban Fitness Kickboxing. 1-1 is his record. He's 29 years of age. What can you tell us about Rick Bing?
Man, I tell you what, John Trent over there at UFK can get some fighters ready, and Rick has got some sensational hands. He has great hand speed. He's got head movement. He's a really good boxer. Let's see if he's been working on the other aspects of MMA to see if he can translate his boxing into it.
One fight in the V3 cage. He lost to Philip Price, so looking to redeem himself, and since that loss, really is dedicated to getting better on the ground. As you mentioned, we know what he can do as a boxer. He's trying to get better on the ground, and he's trained with greats like Tony Way, who now actually trains in Florida, and Trey Manley, so he's getting that experience. Rick Bing now awaits his opponent. As we dim the lights, change the music. And we welcome from Memphis, Tennessee, so it's a battle of Memphis, Josiah Shipley, who fights for the Soldier of God MMA. Just a terrific athlete, very dedicated to his faith, coached and trained by Travis Robertson, a V3 veteran.
Tell you what, Josiah Shipley, he is ready to go here in the cage. He's got a good coach with Travis Robertson. We all know who Travis is. And I think Josiah is a very well-rounded fighter. I think he's got a better ground game than Rick, but we're going to see if he can get past Rick's hands to get to the ground.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, brought to you by Game Changer Clothing. For Bing, from Memphis, 1-1, weighed in at 170 at the official weigh-in yesterday. He's 5'10" and a kickboxer, 29 years of age. Josiah Shipley, also Memphis, 1-0 in his young career. 169 is how he tipped the scales. He's 5'6", so he gives away 4 inches to his opponent. He is a freestyle fighter and just 22 years of age, so 7 years the junior of Rick Bing. Bing and Shipley in the welterweight division. Michael Kelly with more on these two fighters.
V3 Legion, this bout is brought to you by the Smile Center. And set for 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He was the white trunks with the black trim. At 5 feet 10 inches, he weighed in at 170 pounds. A freestyle fighter with an MMA record of 1 win and 1 loss. Representing UFK and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, Turned Up Rick Bing. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He was the black trunks with the white trim. At 5 feet 6 inches, he weighed in at 169 pounds. A freestyle fighter with a perfect MMA record of 1 win and no losses. Representing SOG MMA and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, Josiah Shipley.
Thank you, Michael. The veteran UFC official Herb Dean is the third man in the cage.
All right, gentlemen, we've been on instructions. Let's keep it clean. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
All right, Rick, you have a veteran in Bing, Shipley, a youngster coming up. How do you see it?
I think Rick's got too much hand power and too much just MMA experience for Josiah. I did call it wrong last fight, though.
It happens. Scheduled for 3 rounds, 3-minute rounds. Round 1, here we go.
Right now, you're going to look for Rick to establish his length and to kind of gauge where Shipley is.
What'll be interesting is when and if Bing tries to get it to the ground. As we talked about, he's trying to get better, but he's a boxer. Right there, you saw the overhand right. Shipley will try to get it to the ground, and there's a big takedown.
Boom. Definitely not what Rick wanted. He's got a little guillotine attempt on him.
Bing could be in some trouble here against the side of the cage.
He's trying to pull or it's half right now. He's in side control on him. And Rick does not look like he wants to be down there right now.
Not at all. In a precarious situation here early in this one.
I'll tell you what. Oh, standing guillotine. He's trying to pull it in right now. And he's
being able to get out of it a little bit.
Sliding behind Rick. Rick's back to his feet.
That took a lot of strength and a lot maybe out of Bing.
Tell you what, usually Bing trains at or fights at 155. He looks a little out of shape kind of up here at 170.
But once again, Shipley with the takedown on top of Bing. We'll see if that work with Tony Way and Trey Manley will pay off for Rick Bing. But right now, Josiah Shipley impressing the judges here in round one.
Absolutely scored with the takedown. Rick really hasn't done anything, hasn't even really thrown a punch. Although there is a little bit of blood coming from Josiah. And I'll tell you what, Josiah's had kind of a half little mount going on and trying to take his back right now. Rick with the reversal, but watch that triangle from Shipley.
Shipley's pulling out all punches here in the first round, trying everything he can.
A little bit of everything. This is where Rick wants to go. Rick looks very timid throwing his hands. I can't believe he hasn't really just let it go.
Well, he hasn't had an opportunity. He's been on his back, but we saw the defensive abilities of him. He got out of every move that Shipley tried. There's a right.
Nice. That connected pretty good. What I think is Rick now sees that he could get up, and I think he's going to let it go a little more.
Again, Shipley's looking for the takedown. We can see the strength of Bing as we're under a minute to go in the first round. He doesn't want it to go back to the ground, and he tried to hold on to the cage, and right there.
He's about to get slammed.
Ooh,
right on the shoulder. Right on the shoulder, Greg.
That is the third, maybe the fourth takedown here in the first round.
Absolutely, and he's delivering some knees to the body, and Rick, those hurt. Rick looks really gassed when he was standing up. I was about to tell you that he's kind of breathing out of his mouth really hard.
Shipley with 3 or 4 consecutive knees with that left knee. And there's a couple of ground and pound body shots, or make that shots to the head.
Rookie move by Bing right there. Gave him his back.
Under 20 to go in the first round. Again, Shipley trying to get that thing in deep, and I don't know. Bing's been able to slip out of it for the most part. Under 10 seconds to go in round one. Josiah Shipley, a very impressive first round against Rick Bing. We're going to a second round, and you are watching V3 Fights.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Snackin' with Sasquatch.
We just feel that Damon IT Solutions would be a valuable and
Guys, speak up!
Feed your wild side.
Round two, here we go from Minglewood Hall. Rick Bing, he's in the white trunks with the black trim against Josiah Shipley. And Bing in between rounds, Rick looked exhausted.
He looked dead. He looked just tired, breathing out his mouth, just thanking the Lord that stool was under him.
And once again, Shipley on top.
Kind of a lazy little takedown there. They just kind of fell down the ground.
Exactly.
Looked like Rick was pulling guard almost.
Again, we've been talking about Bing improving on the ground. We've seen him defensively improve and get out of some tough situations, but offensively, nothing.
Yeah, I could definitely, he's nice little sweep roll through there by Bing. Nice
Again,
move.
the defense leading to the offense right there.
Very impressed by Rick right there. That was a straight-up jits move. I mean, his jiu-jitsu has vastly improved since the last few times we've watched him. But then on the other hand, I think his boxing has, well, we haven't get to see it much.
No, not yet, not yet. Shipley has said, quote, "I train to win every time I walk into the gym," as he tries to improve to 2-0. Plays rugby for the University of Memphis. You know you're a tough character when you play the sport of rugby.
Oh, yeah. I would not play that. No pads. Just hitting bodies.
Herb Dean intently watching the two. If it's inactive, he'll stand them both up. But right now, again, it's Rick Bing on top. Shipley's looking at him, and there we go.
Shipley was just holding to stalemate it so they'd stand up. Yeah, neither were working for it to better their position.
But how quickly now will Shipley try to get it back on the ground? There's the overhand right by Bing, but it was blocked by Shipley.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, he got through with the left, but there's the takedown. He got
Beautiful.
through with the left, but Shipley was ready. He took the punch and got the takedown once again as we approach a minute to go in round two.
That was a beautiful little setup from Josiah. He just let Rick throw in a combination. Rick
Gives him his
gets up
back
his
again.
back.
Yes.
Keeps doing that. What Rick has to do is isolate one of those wrists and keep his wrist control, but he's not.
Rick's making some rookie mistakes, would you say?
Absolutely. I mean, the first thing he does is roll over and give him his back. He needs to just take some punches and get in a better position on his back instead of rolling over and letting him have it. Now, Josiah's locked in.
And again, he's not a rookie. That's my point. He's 29 years of age. It looks deep. He got out of it again.
Nice.
That's 4 times, I believe, in this match that he's gotten out of it. He's just slipping.
Which is good. What Rick is actually doing is he's slipping, or not slipping, but he's digging that chin down in there and then pushing his arm right off him. But he's going to take some unnecessary punishment right here.
And here's some ground and pound by Josiah Shipley as we are under 20 to go in the second round. Again, he's trying to lock up his opponent, Rick Bing, with 10 seconds to go.
He's just killing him with the rear naked choke today.
Another strong round for Josiah Shipley, but this one is going to a third and decisive round. And you're watching V3 Fights.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Snackin' with Sasquatch. Feed your wild side.
Round 3, here we go. Decisive round 3. Rick Bing in the white trunks with the black trim. Josiah Shipley.
Nice. Rick Bing saw that leg kick coming, kept it, and just delivered his right. Nice takedown by Bing.
So that's the first one I think Bing intentionally has tried. And he's on top now of Josiah Shipley here early in the third.
Body locked him and took him right down. Right now, Rick's got side control on him. Now let's see how Josiah does on his back.
And now the script is flipped. We'll see how Rick does on the offensive and Shipley on the defensive.
Absolutely. What Josiah's doing, he's doing what he needs. He needs a cage and just kind of kick off that cage, bam.
What a move.
I was just about to tell you exactly what to do, but he did it. And Rick should not have let him on that cage like that. He should have been pushing away from him and getting some space. Oh, little arm bar. Oh, he did not get it. Rick needs to get back in guard.
Boy, Shipley has pulled out all the stops.
Right now, Rick's in a bad position because you want your feet against the cage, not your head. He's taking some little ground and pound and gives up his back again.
There's another punch. There's a big knee to the ribs. Another one. And here comes a third. And if you don't think that hurts, folks, you don't understand MMA.
Well, that last one hit his shoulder, but you still get that shock wave through your body.
Bing's going to have to do something here because right now you got to think, and we aren't the judges, that Shipley has this fight if it goes to the cards. The judges, by the way, John Eaton, Matt Thomas, and Kevin Haynes.
Yeah, right now in my eyes, it looked like Josiah has done more to win it in the judges' eyes. Rick's landed a few power punches, but that's pretty much it. Maybe a few reversals and a takedown.
The takedown early here in the third round. Shipley's really showed his jiu-jitsu skills and what he can do on the ground. And again, only 22 years of age. We've seen a lot of good young fighters come through V3. He's another one.
Yeah, if he keeps at this, I think he can develop some skills and work on a few holes in his game. Key lock right now, he's a little off on it. What he needs to do is put that elbow all the way down to the ground, but
and he got it. It's over. It's over. Bing submits with about 40 seconds to go in the third round. Shipley trying. Finally, he gets it done in the third round.
Great move. He watched that submission all the way, and he knew exactly what he was going to do the whole time, and he just worked it, and Rick finally kind of gave it to him, and he put him out with it.
We'll take a break. We'll get the official time. Rick will get a few words with our winner, Josiah Shipley. You are watching V3 Fights.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Snackin' with Sasquatch. Feed your wild side.
Welcome back to Minglewood Hall. Shipley chokes out Bing in the third round to get the victory and improve to 2-0. Very impressive. Josiah Shipley fighting for the Soldier of God MMA Club. And now let's get the official time with Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the V3 cage in Minglewood Hall, we present the official time of 2 minutes 20 seconds into round number 3. Referee Herb Dean calls a halt to the bout due to tap out via Americana arm lock, declaring your winner, Josiah Shipley.
The arm lock does the trick, not the choke out, as I said. And Shipley really showed an arsenal tonight as he gets the victory. Now a few words with our own Rick McCracken.
Your winner, Josiah Shipley. Man, that Americana was tight. Did you Did you think it was a tap? Because you kind of got it, then it came back and you put it back on him.
Well, when you practice as many times as you do with your coach Travis and all your little brothers and all the guys at Saug MMA at Winton Baptist, it's like you tried so many times, eventually it's got to work.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Try again. He hit you with a couple hits, and, you know, that one looked like it hit you when he hit you the right. Did you, what were you thinking when he drilled you with that?
Well, I mean, honestly, like I said earlier, I mean, I get hit so much at practice. You almost get used to it just because you get hit so many times. People that are so much better than you, that's why you train people that are better than you, I guess, so you're ready when you come in.
So it was fun getting hit by Rick. Is that what you're saying?
It's never fun, but you got to get used to it sometime before the fight.
I hear you, man. Everybody, one more time, give it up for Josiah Shipley.
Again, his mantra is, I train to win every time I walk into the gym. We'll take a break. You're watching V3 Fights.